ऐश्वर्या बताइए, मिस वर्ल्ड, बॉलीवुड, हॉलीवुड, इट्स you've come a long way or successful way. I mean, how do you manage it? How did you manage it? प्लान किया था कि ये स्टेप स्टेप, बिकॉज अगर आपका करियर देखा जाए तो लगता है मॉडलिंग से फिर बॉलीवुड, फिर परफेक्ट तरीके से जा रहा है, उसके बारे में बताइए.
आई कैन जस्ट थैंक गॉड. बस आई एम वेरी वेरी थैंकफुल टू गॉड सबसे पहले, क्योंकि मैंने कुछ प्लान नहीं किया. और हाँ, हम में से काफ़ी लोग ये कहते हैं, लेकिन आप लोग तो जानते हैं, शुरू से आप लोग जानते हैं कि हर बार हर कदम से पहले शायद मुझे 3 बार इनविटेशन मिला ज़िंदगी में. व्हेन इट कम्स टू मॉडलिंग, पहले मतलब आई गॉट ऑफर्स, पहले मैं ना करती थी, ना करते हाँ कर दिया. देन व्हेन इट केम टू जॉइनिंग द पैजेंट, I was asked, in fact, the year before I participated. Then I did eventually in '94, and I was thankful to God कि Miss India and Miss World का खिताब मिला, and I was very very thankful for that experience. और उसके बाद जब मैंने फिल्मों में कदम रखा, आप फिर से मैं कह रही हूँ, क्योंकि मीडिया जानती थी कि even before I participated in Miss India, I was getting offers to join in movies, and had I done some of those movies like Raja Hindustani or joined with Yash Ji and all that, I would have probably had the super hit films in the beginning of my career, but I wouldn't have been Miss World. So I wouldn't trade that experience for anything. It was very special. And उसके बाद after Miss World मैंने ये decision ली कि या तो मैं अपनी studies continue करूँगी, या तो I'll take a professional optional choice, and I chose to join movies, and up until date I'm happy, thankful to God for that choice. And so हर बार I didn't just jump into it. No doubt मैंने प्लान नहीं किया, लेकिन when I was being invited, सोच समझ के मैंने मतलब सोचा कि हाँ, and it was a definite choice. It was not कि चलो करते हैं, देखते हैं क्या होता है. It wasn't that. It was a definite career choice हर बार. So शायद in that sense there was some degree of organization here and here in my heart, but it wasn't pre-planned with everything. And likewise even here when it comes to अभी बार बार Hollywood का जिक्र हो रहा है, ऐसी कोई बात है नहीं. I'm not going anywhere, or it isn't that I'm looking westward or any such thing. मैं किसी खोज में नहीं हूँ. बस यही है कि अगर भगवान वो अपॉर्चुनिटी मेरे पास ला रहा है इस ज़िंदगी में, और at this point in time, तो आई थिंक मुझे उस अपॉर्चुनिटी को एक्सप्लोर करने की कोशिश ज़रूर करनी चाहिए. वैसे ज़रूरत है नहीं, और क्योंकि रियली आई एम इन अ वेरी कंफर्टेबल पोजीशन हियर, एंड व्हेन यू कैन रियली चूज़ योर रोल्स एंड सेलेक्ट योर रोल्स, इट इज़ंट एन ईजी choice to make when you are an actual newcomer in a totally different industry. But it's a challenge, and it would only give me happiness if I can contribute to the Indian presence in the international arena. ये नहीं कि मैं पहली एक्ट्रेस हूँ या एक्टर हूँ, लेकिन इन इंडिया से, क्योंकि मेरे काफ़ी सीनियर्स हैं जिन्होंने इंटरनेशनल सिनेमा में काम किया है, and have earned an incredible name there. So I'm not the first one. I'm just contributing to that movement, and I'm happy to do so.
हमने गुरिंदर चड्ढा से बात की, उन्होंने कहा कि आपको उनकी फिल्में देखने के बाद शी कांट इमेजिन यू इन अ बॉलीवुड फिल्म. तो फिर ये कहिए कि वहाँ पे जो ट्रीटमेंट होता है ब्राउन स्किन की तरफ, आई मीन हैव यू एवर फेस्ड समथिंग लाइक दैट, जैसे आपने कहा चैलेंज रहा है, तो दैट काइंड ऑफ ट्रीटमेंट, द काइंड ऑफ रोल.
Well, I've just worked in one film so far, and that's Bride and Prejudice with Gurinder. So there's no question of feeling any kind of being treated differently or any such thing, discrimination whatsoever. And I think the world is definitely becoming smaller. Even in the West, they are working with people from different ethnicities, and that's precisely why I think it's important that the Indian presence be felt more strongly internationally. And मैं तो बस वही चाहती हूँ. तो हर meetings में, जब भी मेरी वहाँ पर meetings होती हैं with the casting agents or with the productions or studios or directors, that's what I find very important to communicate, that is really why I'm here. The reason I would want to do English films is only to strengthen the Indian on the international field. That's, I mean, in international platform. That's what's always been. Even when I became Miss World, it wasn't about when I participated. For me, that was what was important. Ki, let the Indian identity become only more strengthened. That's my only objective, and that's what gives me true joy. And that's why I would even explore this possibility. In fact, काफ़ी बार उन्होंने भी, I mean, उस तरफ से suggestions आते हैं कि I can easily be French or Spanish or Italian, and so I'm like, but I am fully Indian. I mean, जो आप देख रहे हैं, that is Indian. So why shouldn't I be Indian? I'd be happy to continue with just strengthening that identity.
जूरीज का रिस्पॉन्स कैसा रहा है? बिकॉज स्क्रीनिंग चल रहे हैं एंड आपके बारे में काफ़ी अच्छे रिव्यूज़ आ रहे हैं, तो हाउ इज़ इट बीन लाइक?
It feels good. I think a positive response and appreciation always does feel good. And I've been hearing positive things, so it's exciting. And I'm in anticipation of watching the film myself. I haven't yet seen it because I've been here and working, so I haven't had the chance to see it. But it has felt good, the kind of response that's been coming from the screenings. So I'm really, really looking forward. At the first given chance that I can, I do want to go and watch the film.
अब बॉलीवुड की बात करते हैं. यू हैव बीन प्रैक्टिकली एब्सेंट फ्रॉम बॉलीवुड में से.
No.
स्टिल द प्रोड्यूसर्स, डायरेक्टर्स, आई मीन यू स्टिल आर नंबर वन. टेल मी, आई मीन, हाउ डू यू फील अबाउट दैट कि आप हॉलीवुड से बॉलीवुड में जगलिंग करने की कोशिश कर रही हैं? एंड
the only thing that it really entails, and I mean Bollywood, or I mean our industry, I am a complete Hindi film heroine. And I've always been that. That's what I completely enjoy. So that's when it comes to, I mean, it's not like Hollywood. It's not, आप लोगों ने सवाल नहीं किया when I did Tamil films or a Bengali film. Doing an English film is exactly that for me. It isn't about moving base or changing your industry or anything. It's just like working in a Tamil film or working in a Bengali film. It's just working in an English film. That's the way I look at it as an experience. And when it comes to Hindi films, I probably will have maximum releases this year. When it comes to right now, there's Kyun Ho Gaya Na coming on Friday the 13th of August with a love story, so that's great. And then there's Raincoat releasing this year. There's Bride and Prejudice, of course. And I'm sure even Shabd will get released because it's ready. And PNC will decide when they want to release the film. And so I'll be having probably maximum releases this year than ever before. I maximum have 2 and rarely a 3rd release every year. तो ऐसी कोई बात है नहीं in terms of absent, only in terms of मैं यहाँ पर रही नहीं हूँ क्योंकि मेरे shooting schedules बाहर रहे हैं, या तो विदेश में या तो बाहर गाँव. It's just not in Bombay, so I've been away for very, very long. But I haven't, there's no question of me not doing Hindi films because I thoroughly love it. हाँ, एक बात है कि मैं, I am very clear about wanting to work in a more hopefully in a start to finish manner with every film. One, because I thoroughly and most enjoy working that way. I think it's great when you can just completely live in one film at a time. If I can achieve it, fabulous. And secondly, also because if I have to accommodate an English film, उनका वही एक apprehension होता है कि हमारे इंडस्ट्री में हम कई फिल्मों में काम करते हैं, तो उन्हें यही डर रहता है कि आप अपने आप को बहुत आगे तक बुक करेंगे तो हम शायद कौन सा फिल्म लाए आपके पास. तो that kind of confuses them a lot in the manner in which we work. So it's tricky, but that's why probably you will not hear announcements instantly, but at the same time Shabd happened and I've started and already finished the film. So I am working in that organized manner.
ऐश्वर्या, हम आए थे प्रमोशनल इवेंट जब क्यों हो गया ना का था, तभी यू सीम टू रियली एंजॉय द बिट वेयर योर फैंस वर कॉलिंग आउट, और कैसा एक्सपीरियंस रहा था वो, बिकॉज यू वरंट रियली देयर पर प्रमोशनल इवेंट था, आप थे वहाँ पे, फैंस आजू बाजू थे इतने सारे, तो कहीं आपको फीलिंग लगी दैट ओके फाइन, आई मीन यहाँ पे ज़्यादा लोग चाहते हैं कि आप फिल्में करें, आप और ज़्यादा यहाँ पर रहें?
I mean, अभी पता नहीं, शायद ये क्योंकि अंग्रेज़ी फिल्मों की बात चल रही है आप लोग मुझे कुछ ज़्यादा ही मिस कर रहे हैं, लेकिन ऐसी कोई बात नहीं. It's not like I've especially been away or been out or any such thing. I was really enjoying that event क्योंकि अब तक yes, we have had a couple of promotional events here in this city in Bombay, which have always been wonderful. लेकिन हाल ही में मैं अपनी वर्ल्ड टूर से आई हूँ और ये शोज़ ज़्यादातर मैंने बाहर गाँव किए हैं, विदेश में किए हैं. And it's always a pleasure when we do our shows where we get to meet and interact with our fans and well-wishers in person. और ऐसा कभी एक इवेंट मैंने यहाँ पर बम्बई शहर में, मुझे याद नहीं आ रहा मैंने कभी किया हो. और उस दिन जब हमने when we went to do the music promotion of क्यों हो गया ना, it was so overwhelming. It was incredible. ऐसी response और it was almost like when we were on our shows abroad. तो automatically मेरे तरफ से भी वही response रहा and I could not help interacting for that short duration, but I absolutely loved mingling and interacting with our fans. हाँ, हम ज़्यादा देर तक रह नहीं पाए क्योंकि we got warned by the people at Innorbit कि they were worried that the barricades and the railings would cave in, and we didn't want any accidents whatsoever because the well-being of our fans was most important. And इसलिए हम ज़्यादा देर तक रह नहीं पाए, but it was fabulous and we really felt good, and they were singing the song No No with us and everybody was rocking along with us. It was great. It was really really fabulous.
वाकई में काफ़ी डिफरेंट रोल आपने किया.
चलो अच्छी बात है, आजकल डिफरेंट आप कह रहे हैं और हम नहीं कह रहे हैं. It feels good. That's one of the main reasons probably. Firstly, no, I agreed to do it because of Rajji और हम पहले साल से, ever since I started doing films, we were supposed to do a film together. और कभी कर नहीं पाए क्योंकि स्केड्यूल्स मैच नहीं कर पाए. और जब भी राजी ने मुझे एक फ़िल्म के साथ अप्रोच किया तो या तो डेट्स नहीं थे और इसलिए हम कर नहीं पाए, या वी couldn't work it out in terms of schedules. तो और he has been a friend. He has been a very good friend to me throughout. Truly a true friend. तो जब उन्होंने मुझे अप्रोच किया इस फिल्म के साथ, हाँ उन्होंने बहुत ही ऑनेस्टली कहा कि फ़िल्म का फोकस तुम्हारे कैरेक्टर पर है नहीं, पर it is a very integral part of my story and it's a very important role for me in the film. और अगर आप करेंगी तो मुझे खुशी होगी. And I just said yeah, I'll just do it. It's your conviction. I mean, you are Rajkumar Santoshi, so I'll go with your conviction. I trust you and I was happy to do it. And जैसे आपने कहा, it was different. जब मैं अपने roles select कर रही थी पिछले साल के लिए, तो मैंने ये तय किया था कि जहाँ तक हो सके एज एन एक्टर मैं हर एक्सपीरियंस में कुछ अलग करना चाहती थी और अपने ऑडियंस को वाकई में अलग अलग ऐश्वर्या दिखा पाऊँ. और देवदास के बाद मैंने चोकेरबाली चुनी, क्यों हो गया ना ये फिल्म चुनी, खाकी चुनी और ब्राइड एंड प्रेजुडिस, और अभी रेनकोट एंड शब्द. तो हर फिल्म में वाकई मेरी ऑडियंस एक अलग ऐश्वर्या से मिलेंगे एंड दैट वाज इम्पोर्टेंट फॉर मी.
बात करते हैं अभी क्यों हो गया ना कि उसके बारे में कुछ बताइए. कैसी फिल्म है, क्या है, मसाला मस्ती, व्हाट इज इट?
मस्त. इट्स जस्ट अ रियली रियली फन फिल्ड फिल्म एंड करते समय मैंने ये फिल्म करना चाहा क्योंकि ये यही प्रॉमिस कर रहा था, और करने के बाद मुझे खुशी हुई कि आई रियली हैड अ गुड टाइम डूइंग इट. आई वांटेड टू हैव अ गुड टाइम and that's why I agreed to do this film, and I did. I had a fabulous time personally as well as an actor, because after doing a lot of intense films I wanted to do a fun film, and that's the kind of Aishwarya I also wanted my audience to interact with, because I have done a lot of intense films as well. I've done art cinema as well, and commercial films which also exhibit dance and traditional roles. लेकिन इस टाइप ऑफ कैरेक्टर शायद काफ़ी वक्त के बाद मैं कर रही थी, सो दैट वाज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू मी.
आपने कहा पर्सनली और प्रोफेशनली आपने ये फिल्म आपने काफ़ी इन्जॉय किया. नो, विवेक इज़ अ फ्रेंड, तो उनके बारे में कुछ बताइए. हाउ वाज इट वर्किंग विद हिम? फर्स्ट फिल्म है, सबकी नज़रें काफ़ी हाइप किया गया था क्यों हो गया में विवेक और ऐश का साथ में आना. तो टेल मी, एज एन एक्टर, एज अ फ्रेंड, हाउ वाज ही लाइक?
He's a wonderful professional to work with, to start with. Vivek is a wonderful professional to work with to begin, because at the end of the day, yes, this was the first time we were working together. We didn't really know each. I had met him once long before at Vidhu Vinod Chopra's, and because he was hoping for us to do a film together, फिर वापस schedules were not happy. So I'd met him that once, and then I was meeting him here on this film. So in that sense, we had met each other, but we didn't really know each other at all. And like I said, when I said I personally wanted to have fun too, was because Devdas was really, really draining, very, very intense. Chokerbali was difficult, being a Bengali film, again, a very contained, very serious role. So I wanted to just relax and have a good time, and that's what I meant when I said I personally wanted to have fun too when I was doing this film. And then working with a team like Vivek and Amitji, and then Tinuji as well as Omji and Rati, it was just we really had a wonderful team working together. Sameer was young and fun. Shudeep there was wonderful as cinematographer. Music is rocking. Shankar Ehsan and Lloyd giving us something fab. Javed Sab always writes brilliantly. So it really promised to be a fun film. And with Vivek, what was really nice is though amongst us he was supposedly the newcomer, but his approach towards his work isn't like that of one at all, and that was completely for the beginning. You go like, oh whoa, like he really is very involved in his film, and at the fact I think that him and Sameer were friends before translated during our working time every day on the unit. And so there was complete involvement from the word go. And at the same time, because he's such a brat, and that's his character in the film too, there was musti all the time on the sets. And to add to it, Amit Ji is, we all respect him completely. He's a thorough pro and is fabulous. He's an icon. But at the same time, he is always fun, straight-faced and fun, which is great. It's always, so we had a wonderful time.
आपने कहा पर्सनली और प्रोफेशनली आपने ये फिल्म आपने काफ़ी इन्जॉय किया नो विवेक इज़ अ फ्रेंड तो उनके बारे में कुछ बताइए हाउ वाज इट वर्किंग विद हिम फर्स्ट फिल्म है सबकी नज़रें काफ़ी हाइप किया गया था क्यों हो गया में विवेक और ऐश का साथ में आना तो टेल मी एज एन एक्टर एज अ फ्रेंड हाउ वाज ही लाइक
He's a wonderful professional to work with to start with. Vivek is a wonderful professional to work with to begin because at the end of the day, yes, this was the first time we were working together. We didn't really know each. I had met him once long before with the Vinod Chopra's, and because he was hoping for us to do a film together, फिर वापस schedules were not happen. So I'd met him that once, and then I was meeting him here on this film. So in that sense, we had met each other, but we didn't really know each other at all. And like I said, when I said I personally wanted to have fun too, was because Devdas was really, really draining, very, very intense. Chukirbali was difficult, being a Bengali film, again, a very contained, very serious role. So I wanted to just relax and have a good time, and that's what I meant when I said I personally wanted to have fun too when I was doing this film. And then working with a team like Vivek and Amitji, and then Tinuji as well as Omji and Rati, it was just we really had a wonderful team working together. Sameer was young and fun. Shudeep there was wonderful as cinematographer. Music is rocking. Shankar Ehsan and Lloyd giving us something fab. Javed Sab always writes brilliantly. So it really promised to be a fun film. And with Vivek, what was really nice is though amongst us he was supposedly the newcomer, but his approach towards his work isn't like that of one at all, and that was completely for the beginning. You go like, oh whoa, like he really is very involved in his film, and at the fact I think that him and Sameer were friends before translated during our working time every day on the unit. And so there was complete involvement from the word go. And at the same time, because he's such a brat, and that's his character in the film too, there was musti all the time on the sets. And to add to it, Amit Ji is, we all respect him completely. He's a thorough pro and is fabulous. He's an icon. But at the same time, he is always fun, straight-faced and fun, which is great. It's always, so we had a wonderful time.
म्यूजिक के बारे में कुछ बताइए आपका फेवरेट सॉन्ग इसमें
फेवरेट सॉन्ग वाली बात I find very, very difficult because I truly love the music of this film. हर गाना का एक individual character है and it's integral to the story of the film. The story moves with every song. तो every गाने का एक individual character है, एक individual situation है and एक individual mood है. So I mean, Auna is beautiful because it's just so romantic and dreamy. Then Main Hoon is so energetic and it's like the friendship song of the film. Then you've got No No, which is the rocking number completely. And we saw it rock there as well, so it was great. And then there's Uncle's song, which is completely Amit Ji's song. I mean, you hear that song, Baat Samjha Karo, it's just, you know it's Amit Ji blindfolded. It's his song and it rocks. It's fun. It's just the kind of Amit Ji number that you kind of love to move to. So I absolutely love that one. And then there's Dheere Dheere, which is again very soulful, very emotional. So I just absolutely love the music of this film.
सर हमने देवदास और हम दिल दे चुके सन में आपको काफ़ी एथनिक अटायर में देखा, रोल में देखा, और इसमें अभी कॉलेज गोइंग लड़की का किरदार है. नाउ टेल मी व्हाट काइंड ऑफ रोल्स आर यू लुकिंग एट इन बॉलीवुड?
Truly different ones, one different from the other. That's really it. I mean, I have never said कि ये मेरा सबसे favorite film है तो मैं इस तरह की role करना चाहूँगी. Whenever people ask me which is the one film you'd like to do or the one role you'd like to do, मैंने कभी mention नहीं किया, इसलिए नहीं कि मैं डिप्लोमेटिक रहना चाहती हूँ, पर इसीलिए क्योंकि अगर जिस दिन मैंने कहा और वो फिल्म बनी, then you're done. Your dream has been achieved and you've been done with. I have never closed myself or shut myself as an actor to the kind of films or roles. I'd really like to be identified as someone who did a variety of roles. And I'm thankful to the industry and my directors that I'm able to do that right from the beginning. ये नहीं कि मैंने आर्ट फिल्म्स इसीलिए की क्योंकि मुझे काम नहीं मिल रहा था, या मैंने फिल्म्स दूसरे लैंग्वेजेस में इसलिए की क्योंकि that's the general trend. Yeah, people are always into judging everything. So from the beginning, I was very clear when I came in. I just wanted to belong to cinema, and that's why I am here. And I'm glad to be doing that. And if it means that after a commercial success like Devdas, I can do a Chokir Bali and give my commercial value to a film I believe in as well, so that it reaches a wider audience, I'm happy to do so. And it's nice, I think, when you can try and straddle both, कि लोग सिर्फ एक नज़रिए से ना देखें कि you're a commercial actress or you're a dancing heroine, या you're a parallel actress, a parallel cinema actress, कि only you do serious stuff, or you can only do Indian roles and not Western roles. And I really want to do it all, and I'm glad I'm getting the opportunity to do so.